Welcome to the Angus Report, a news program for cattle producers.
The week's top headlines from American Angus Association headquarters include the lesser prairie chicken, the Endangered Species Act, and potential consequences for farmers and ranchers.
We discuss what producers need to know about Farm Bill implementation.
Country of origin labeling makes its way through the courts, and a look at cattle facts expectations for beef demand and market share.
This is the Angus Report. Hello, I'm Bob Cervera.
And I'm Crystal Albers.
Our top news this week. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service has announced a plan to list the lesser prairie chicken as a threatened species under the endangered species list. The move has met much resistance from farmers and ranchers in affected regions, including Colorado, Kansas, New Mexico, Oklahoma, and Texas. Lawmakers from those states say the listing is a broad federal overreach. Governors from the 5 states have joined senators and representatives in raising concerns and argue the federal listing is unnecessary given ongoing voluntary efforts to maintain lesser prairie chicken habitats. According to Drovers Cattle Network, the final rule will take effect 30 days after publication. It's available online at fws.gov/Southwest.
Secretary of Agriculture Tom Vilsack has announced the USDA is making significant progress in implementing the Agricultural Act of 2014, or the Farm Bill, which was signed into law in February. With 12 titles and over 450 provisions, what does this mean for farmers and ranchers? The University of Missouri Extension is making it easier for farmers to better understand the complexities of the 2014 Farm Bill and issues such as long-awaited disaster assistance.
The task force was created to educate producers to make the best decisions for their farming operations. There's going to be a lot of choices that they have with this Farm Bill. It's totally different from the previous Farm Bill.
It is something that most producers may not be thinking about signing up, but they need to think about this they may not have losses now, but back in 2012 they sure did. So this could mean some fairly substantial payments for them, and they really need to be checking into this at their local farm service agency.
Sustainability can mean different things to different people. That's why an industry group is working to define the concept for people both on and off the ranch. The Global Roundtable for Sustainable Beef was initiated by companies like McDonald's Corporation as a joint project to answer consumer questions regarding beef and to define the growing industry buzzword. A comprehensive report from the National Cattlemen's Beef Association last year defined sustainability as balancing environmental responsibility, economic opportunity, and social diligence, now that the effort to define the term reaches to industry partners and consumers. Certified Angus beef will take a seat at the Global Roundtable for Sustainable Beef, which includes such founding members as Cargill, Elanco, JBS, McDonald's, Merck, Walmart, and others.
The National Junior Angus Show is a summer highlight for many Angus families, and this year the big event takes place July 6th through the 12th in Indianapolis. Sponsored by the Indiana Junior Angus Association, this year's theme is Angus in the Heartland, You Gotta Love It. Participants should pay special attention to event deadlines, which have been moved forward on the calendar this year. May 15th is the first date to remember for submitting ownership and entry forms, projects for the writing, photography, and graphic design competitions, and the entry and recipe deadline for the All-American Certified Angus Beef Cook-Off.
We're looking at probably around 1,200 head, possibly expecting, with 600 exhibitors. It's going to be a fun-filled, packed week. May 15th is the postmark and entry deadline. We are extending online entry only till May 25th. The rest of the contests are due anywhere from May 1st to May 15th. There's so many contests and many great offerings at this year's event that it is sure something you don't want to miss.
A panel of the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals upheld USDA's mandatory country of origin labeling rule in late March. The unanimous decision approves the rule, which requires fresh muscle cuts of beef, pork, lamb, and chicken sold at retail to carry a label indicating where the source animal was born, raised, and slaughtered. It's unclear whether the parties in the case will seek a rehearing, and the World Trade Organization is reviewing the rule. Its Dispute Settlement Board is in the process of deciding whether the labeling rule violates United States treaty obligations and discriminates against Canadian and Mexican livestock. We can expect the WTO to issue its initial decision in this dispute in June.
We go now to Jen McCrell with a look at news you need to know this week in the Angus business.
Thanks, Crystal. Work has officially begun on the Angus Foundation's Building an Angus Legacy project. Thanks to support from Angus breeders and their families, the front walkway of the American Angus Association is being completely remodeled with black granite and red brick to match the historic building. Granite planters and pavers have been engraved with Angus farm and ranch names and are ready now to become a permanent part of Angus history. Visit angusfoundation.org to watch the project as it progresses. And you will be able to see the remodeling project and tour the association headquarters during the 2014 Angus Means Business National Convention and Trade Show. A special Angus Homecoming takes place Monday, November 3rd, and will allow participants to explore the nearly 60-year-old building and historic Angus treasures. Also as part of the convention lineup is the first ever Angus University, an all-day educational event held November 5th. Sponsored by Merck Animal Health, Angus University is themed The Story of a Steak and will build on the successful television and editorial campaign developed by the High Plains Journal. Get registered online today at angus.org. And that's what you need to know this week in the Angus business.
Thanks, Jenna. When the Angus Report returns, a look at beef's market share this year and some positive expectations from Kevin Good of Cattle Facts.
And we travel to Warrenton, Virginia to meet John and Penny Pennington, Angus breeders who draw inspiration from the land and their cattle herd.
Visit angus.org to continue watching this episode of the Angus Report.
The Angus Report is brought to you by Merck Animal Health. Why not prevent respiratory disease before it steals from your bottom line? Vista Once protects your calves with the most complete respiratory disease coverage available. And Vision Blackleg vaccines can add 14 pounds per calf at weaning. Contact your veterinarian or animal health supplier today.
When forage quality is low, power your cow herd with VitaFerm Power products. Power Keg, Power Meal, and Power Lick Tub. All three deliver natural 20% protein and are fully fortified with Amaferm, the digestive enhancer, and can septate levels of vitamins and minerals like copper, zinc, and manganese. VitaFerm Power products include the minerals your cattle need to maximize reproduction and health, which means you don't have to feed minerals separately. VitaFerm Power products for cattle on mature forages, crop residues, or low-energy hay. Learn more at vitafirm.com.
Its arrival is as routine as the truck that brings the next load of calves. You stand ready, waiting, watching for symptoms. A revolutionary new weapon in hand, unique chemistry and hard-hitting active ingredient. Longer duration in the respiratory tract, rapid absorption. Join the Zuprevolution. Zuprevo, Tilda Pearson. See your veterinarian.
Join the team, the Beef Quality Assurance Team. Getting BQA certified shows you're committed to practices that produce the highest quality beef in the world. And by visiting BQA.org, you can take the online certification course at a time that fits your schedule and from the comfort of your home or office. You'll also find lots of helpful tips on improving animal health and animal handling practices. Get certified, BQA certified, because it's about doing the right thing. Visit BQA.org today and become a member of the BQA team.
At 44 Farms, it starts with the cow herd. With the 44 Farms disciplined breeding program, use of genomic technology, and commitment to the commercial beef producers, the 44 brand is your trusted source for Angus genetics. Whether you need 1 or 100, stop by the farm anytime. We can fill your cattle herd needs. Plus, a large selection of breeding age bulls are available at the farm in Cameron and Winters, Texas, and Rosebud, Arkansas. All backed with the 44 Farms guarantee and the quality you expect. 44 Farms, your trusted source for Angus genetics.
Working your cattle just got easier. Introducing the new Vet Gun delivery system, a new way to apply topical insecticides to your cattle. The Vet Gun lets you remotely treat cattle with effective parasite control, so you can do it from an ATV, on horseback, or just walking among the herd. It's that simple. The proven topical insecticide AML Vet Cap is used with the Vet Gun. It works fast to control horn flies and lice while minimizing stress on your cattle. Fast, easy, effective. Vet Gun. Check with your animal health supplier for availability.
Horn flies cost cattle producers nearly $1 billion a year. They interrupt grazing, cause loss of blood, and impact your bottom line. By incorporating Alticid IGR into your supplement program, you can prevent the emergence of adult horn flies. Alticid IGR will significantly reduce stress on your cattle. For pennies a day, you can control the most costly parasite and increase your profitability. Contact your feed supplier to incorporate Alticid IGR today.
It's more than a symbol. It's volunteer beef and dairy producers like you making careful decisions on how to invest your beef checkoff dollars. It's about multiplying those dollars to ensure the beef you produce makes its way to more meat cases, menus, and kitchen tables from New York to Tokyo. And it's about making sure those who influence our consumers feel confident about recommending beef. It's more than a symbol. Get to know your checkoff and start sharing your views at mybeefcheckoff.com.
Your herd is your business, your livelihood, your legacy. Every decision is important, especially those that impact future generations. HD50K for Angus from Zoetis helps you make decisions sooner with accuracy and confidence. With Zoetis HD50K, you'll have the most accurate predictions possible for young bulls and heifers with limited or no progeny, because the decisions you make today directly impact your herd tomorrow. To learn more, visit zoetisus.com/genetics.
Schiefelbein Farms is all about producing maximum dollar for our customers. Our powerful customer buyback program and top industry genetics ensures that Schiefelbein sired calves earn top dollar, backed by the Schiefelbein name and Zoetis HD50K technology. Learn more at schiefelbeinfarms.com. Schiefelbein Farms, changing the way seed stock business gets done.